Well, here we are, March Madness 2023. If we take a look a year back, this was my most viewed video by thousands in 2022. I made the cold, hard, and honest pick of picking Kentucky as my national champion. They ended up losing to St. Peter's first round, and it was a flog fest in the comments, to say the least. But you know what they say, second time's a charm. A year later, here we are. I attempt the perfect bracket again. I'm an average college basketball fan. I'd say I know above the amount of the average person when it comes to college basketball. The conference play, the quad one rankings, etc. I'm pretty familiar with that. I watched a good amount, probably more than last season this year of college basketball. So as it looks, the Big 12 is the best conference, not even close. Then the SEC, then maybe Pac-12, Big 10 in there. ACC, kind of in the mix as well. But we're gonna make some picks here. We're gonna go at it. All right. Let's jump in. Alabama, boom. Maryland, West Virginia. I like West Virginia here. Like I stated, the Big 12 conference is the best conference. Just the strength of schedule. West Virginia has a few good wins on the season. I like West Virginia here. This is where it gets interesting. The good old 5-12 action. I've heard Charleston, they were actually ranked earlier this season in the AP Top 25. They have a strong offense. If you look at the info here, 67 points a game. They've only played one top 25 team. They lost. But San Diego State hasn't really beaten anybody either. Opponents' points per game is 67. But they score 80 points a game, around 81. That's a good one. I'm going to go Charleston here. Virginia, Furman. A lot of people are calling Furman on this upset here too. 82 points a game compared to 67 of West Virginia. They're a strong, high-octane offense. I'm going to go Furman as well. I like it a lot. Creighton, NC State. Creighton's kind of had an up and down year. I'm going to go with them here, though. They kind of caught, a loss against Xavier in their conference play, but if you take a look here once again, defensively they're a little better. This is gonna be a good game, but I'm gonna go with Creighton here. Baylor, I'll go Baylor here. Missouri, Utah State. A lot of people are calling Utah State. They have a strong offense as well, but Missouri has been one of the more talented teams in my opinion this season. They beat Tennessee in the SEC tournament. I'm going to go with them here against Utah State. Arizona, Princeton, Arizona, Purdue, boom. Memphis, boom. I like Memphis a lot. They won their conference tourney, and they actually beat Houston, so they're kind of on a hot streak right now. Oral Roberts, Duke. Here we go. Here comes my Kentucky fandom coming in. I'm going Oral Roberts, another 5-12 upset, and I'm going with Louisiana. Tennessee is without Zakai Ziegler, their number one point guard. They've been kind of on a cold stretch towards the end of the year. I'm going with Louisiana. As you can see, Louisiana, not bad when it comes to scoring. They need a little better defensive, presence. But with Tennessee without their starting point guard, I think Louisiana can get it done. Kentucky, Providence. If you couldn't tell, I'm a Kentucky fan. The Bryce Hopkins story. This was all set up by the committee. This is so dumb, but we're gonna go Kentucky here. Kansas State. Michigan State, USC. I'm going to go Michigan State here. I think this will be another insane game. Go Marquette here. Other side of the bracket, Houston, of course. Auburn, Iowa. This is going to be a good one, too. I'm going to go Auburn. I think they're better defensively. Once they catch fire, they are hot. Here we go again, 5-12. What would Drake's corner be without, picking Drake? I mean, come on. But honestly, you take a look here. Drake's defense, very solid. Miami, not the best defense. 1-0 in top 25 play. Drake's nothing to mess around with. We're going to go Drake here. Indiana, I'll go Indiana against Kent State. Mississippi State, Pittsburgh versus Iowa State. I'm going to go Iowa State here. If it was Mississippi State, I might think about it a little more. Those games are still going on, though. Kennesaw State, Xavier. I see a lot of Kennesaw State stands, around talking about in the comments of, social media, but I'm going to go Xavier here. Texas A&M, Penn State. This is going to be a really good game. Penn State is hot right now, but Texas A&M, I think they deserve a higher seed. They're definitely in the 5 to 6 range, but I think they're a better team than Penn State. I'm gonna go Texas A&M here. Texas, Colgate, Texas, Kansas, boom. Arkansas, Illinois. This is another good one. I think Arkansas is a little better defensively though. I'm gonna go Arkansas. Keep an eye out for this game. This is gonna be a really good one. Kansas, Arkansas. St. Mary's, VCU. We're gonna go. I love these 5-12s. I'm gonna pick all the 12s, man. I swear. St. Mary's got absolutely throttled by Gonzaga in their final game of the conference title, I believe it was. Cold streak. I don't like their momentum heading into it. You take a look at VCU. They've got a solid defense. They scored the exact same amount as St. Mary's. It's just gonna come down. Who's playing the better ball right now? I'm gonna go with VCU. Iona, UConn. This is one. Oh my gosh, this is a really tough one. A lot of people like Iona here. I'm gonna go UConn though. TCU, Arizona State, Nevada here. I got Arizona State beating Nevada. I also got them beating TCU. Gonzaga, Grand Canyon. Gonzaga, of course, and then Sorry, I cannot see what I'm picking. There we go. UCLA. I'm going to go to UCLA, Northwestern there. I like Northwestern towards the end of the year. They've made a strong showing in the Big Ten. All right, here we go. Back to the top over here in the South. Alabama, West Virginia. We're going to go Alabama. I think their offense is just top-notch, outstanding. Brandon Miller is a tough cover. Charleston, Furman. We're going to go Charleston here. I like their offense a lot. Baylor, Creighton, we're going to go Baylor. Missouri, Arizona, here we go. I got another upset. I got Missouri taking down Arizona. I just think SEC is a better conference than Pac-12 play. I just honestly see it. You may disagree with me, you may not, but I think Missouri's going to take down Arizona. Simple as that. Here we go, another one. Memphis, I got them beating Purdue. I don't like Purdue's strength of schedule at all this year. They have 5 losses, all in conference play. They're 3-2 versus top 25. Memphis is hot heading into the tournament. Enough said. Oral Roberts, Louisiana. We're going to Oral Roberts. Cinderella story once again for them. Kansas State, Kentucky. What would I be? What would I be a fan for without picking them here? But honestly, I think Kentucky matches up well against Kansas State. If you take a look at the stats here, they're pretty dead even when it comes to defense and offense when it comes to the points. Kentucky shows up in big games though. Tennessee, they just have a couple of shock losses in my opinion. Kentucky there, we're going to go Marquette. I like Marquette a lot this year. Hopping over down here, UCLA, Northwestern, we're going to go UCLA. Got Gonzaga there. I want to keep running with VCU. I don't know. Let me see here. We're going to go UConn. I'm sorry. I love upsets, but I think UConn's a solid team. We're going to go with an upset here, though. Arkansas, Kansas. I think Arkansas matches up very well here against Kansas. Their guard play. They have really good defensive bigs down low. Only thing they got to do is stop Jalen Wilson. But on the other hand, if Jalen Wilson is the only one scoring, I like the odds for Arkansas. Texas A&M, Texas. I'm gonna go shoot for Texas here. I like Texas a lot. They've had a very strong schedule, and they show up. They show up half the time though. They took down Kansas towards the end of the year. They're hot heading into March Madness. Iowa State, Xavier. I'm gonna go Iowa State here. I like once again Big 12. Drake, Indiana. I'm gonna go Drake. I think they're 1-0 top 25. I don't think they're going to be a pushover here. Indiana, 11 losses on the year, in that Big Ten conference, not the hottest conference per se. Houston, Auburn. I'm going to go Houston. I think, if Auburn plays this, they're going to have to play the perfect offense, and, that hasn't happened all year for Auburn, but Houston's really solid. Alabama, taking down Charleston. We're going to go Baylor against Missouri in a tough matchup. I'm going to go Houston right here, and then we're going to go Texas here. So there's the Elite Eight on this side: Alabama, Baylor, Houston, Texas. We're going to go Memphis, taking down the Cinderella of Oral Roberts. We're going to go Kentucky. We're going to go Arkansas. I'm going to go Arkansas there, and Gonzaga. Final four. Here we go. Let's make our picks. This is going to be a good one, I think. But I think Alabama's going to take care of business. I also think Texas will take care of Houston, a good in-state rivalry there. Strength of schedule, once again. Houston versus quad 1 teams, not the greatest. Look at this. Versus top 25. Texas has played 15 games within the top 25. Houston has played 2. I like Texas here. Final 4. Texas run. We're gonna go Kentucky against Memphis. Hate my picks all you want. Hate them. You're gonna hate them. I know everyone's gonna have their opinions, but it's March Madness. It's the grade of it. No one's gonna have a perfect bracket. It never happens. But I am. So suck it. All right. Arkansas, Gonzaga. I like Gonzaga heading into this tournament. I think Drew Timme's experience as the number 1 guy is going to take over here. He's going to be probably one of the best players in it. Alabama, Kentucky. This is where it ends for Kentucky, in my opinion. Alabama is so good, and I think they're going to make it to the national championship. Texas, Gonzaga. I like Gonzaga here. I think, just the pressure of them being the number 1 seed in past years has gotten to them. They're a little more low-key this year. They suffered a few losses, which they can learn from. I think, it's time for them to make it back into that title contendership. But Alabama is just too damn good. I'm going to go with that. We'll enter in just a phony score. Boom. Brandon Miller is going to take over, and he's going to cement himself as a number two pick behind Wembanyama in the NBA draft. Maybe not the most educated bracket video you've ever seen, but I took stats into analysis and I analyzed as best as I could. I like upsets. I like picking 5-12s. I pretty much picked all the 12s, but anyway, take it or leave it. I think this isn't terrible. We'll see. We'll see how this turns out. Anyway, that is March Madness 2023. Welcome back. It's time. Get your brackets in. I'm gonna start a tournament challenge. I'll put it in the description down below. Enter in your bracket if you want. And yeah, I'm excited for this. Also, more news on the channel. We got a mock draft video coming out very soon for the NFL draft, and the podcast came out today. Actually, when this video comes out, it'll be yesterday. So check out yesterday's podcast. Big things happening. So submit your brackets into my bracket challenge if you'd like to. It'll be on ESPN. I'll put the link in the bio below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.